Welcome in, folks, to CA Hoops Weekly Season Preview presented by Under Armour. I'm Bobby Broyles along with Rob Washburn. Today we take a look at Towson, beginning on the men's side, Rob, as the Tigers last season had a bit of a rebuilding season as they look to replace all those seniors they lost from the year before.
Yeah, the Tigers were an extremely young team last season and took a step back after back-to-back second-place CA finishes. However, head coach Pat Scarry has 4 starters and the majority of his top reserves returning, and they should benefit from the extensive playing time they received a year ago. The Tigers also welcome an impressive class of newcomers led by Wake Forest transfer forward Arnaud William Dalamoto.
Towson was selected in the 7th spot in the preseason poll. The Tigers do return their leading scorer and All-CA performer John Davis, who really emerged on the scene last year for Towson.
Yeah, there's no question that John Davis emerged as one of the top players in the CA as a sophomore. Despite being just 6'5", he ranked second in the league with better than 8 rebounds per game and also scored nearly 12 points per contest. His 12 double-doubles were the most of any player in the league and earned him a spot on the All-CA third team. Now, Davis leads what should be a formidable front court for the Tigers, which includes senior Tamaj Parker-Rivera and junior Walter Foster, along with Moto, who averaged 7 points and 5 rebounds per game as a sophomore at Wake Forest, and has drawn comparisons to former CA Player of the Year Jarrell Benneman. Towson also welcomes back 3 sophomore perimeter players who saw significant action last year with guards Byron Hawkins and Eddie Keith, along with small forward Mike Marcel, who excelled down the stretch and was selected to CA All-Rookie team. Now, one thing you know about Towson under Pat Scarry is that they're going to rebound and defend hard. If the Tigers can show improvement offensively, they'll jump back into the top half of the CA standings.
We spoke to Coach Pat Scarry at Media Day, and he spoke on his expectations for John Davis this season.
You know what? To his credit, he's just the hardest playing guy I've ever been around. He practices that way. It's not a game thing. It's just it's a skill. So him. I'm not worried about being gritty. Some other guys I'm worried about being gritty. John is going to give you energy and effort every night.
Now as we focus on the women's side, we bring back Kelly McCarthy. A tough season for Coach Nikki Reed-Geckler's program last year, but her team was able to finish the year on a strong note with a win in the CAA tournament.
The Tigers were fairly young last season, so there were some bumps. Towson thrived on fast-paced play last season behind leading scorer and rebounder LaTorri Hines-Allen, who averaged 17 points and 9.4 rebounds. With her graduation, the Tigers will have a bit of a new look on the offensive end. It's a lot of stats and a lot of energy to make up this year, but the Tigers are feisty.
It certainly will be a tough task for the Tigers to replace all of that scoring as they were selected 8th in the predicted order of finish. Dominique Johnson does return for Towson, and the senior guard will look to be a key contributor for the Tigers' success this season.
Last season, it was a 1-2 punch with Johnson and Hines-Allen in the backcourt, and it made for some fun games to watch. This year, Johnson is the only true senior on the squad, so her role is going to change a little bit, especially with the large number of newcomers. But she'll remain at the heart of this team as the #1 scoring threat, especially from long range, and she'll really push the Tigers.
Coach Nikki Reed-Geckler spoke about Dominique Johnson at Media Day.
That's an ongoing, challenge with our team, is continuing to get them to believe in what we're doing and how it's a process. We're in it for the long haul. We're dependent on Dominique Johnson to step up quite a bit and fulfill that role of leading this group, of leading the charge. She's one of our most experienced players in years and minutes on the court, so we're looking for her to do that for us.
The women's team will open up the season with a trip to Ryder on Saturday, November the 14th, while the men's team will also be on the road the same day to take on LaSalle. We wrap up with William and Mary on our CA Hoops Weekly Season Preview Series. Make sure to check back in with us tomorrow as we take a look at the Tribe. Have a great day.